It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJShow to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he'll have to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJShow.
All right, let's do this. Hello, welcome to the KVJ Show. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your Thursday.
Good morning.
What's going on, Bird?
Not much.
Okay. Get it all ready, huh?
Just getting all ready. It's hard to see when you don't have your glasses.
Oh, no. Where's your glasses?
Oh, I left them at home, and I realized that on I-95, I'm like, son of a biscuit.
You're like, why is everything blurry? I can't see if I'm even on the road.
I left mine at home like a week ago, and it rocked my day. I was so sad.
It really does make me sad because it takes away 50% of what I can do.
And it makes everything that you do harder.
It does, and I just look constipated the whole time.
Yeah, it does throw you off. Oddly enough, I had my sunglasses, which are prescription, and I had left them in the house. I got out of the car. I'm like, I got to go find those. I'm going to be obsessing about that in my mind all morning long. I'd be like, what did I do with those dang glasses? I had to go back inside. I'm like, I got to hunt those things down.
I thought about going back, but I'm on blue heron at that point.
Yeah.
I'm going, I'm too late.
There's that moment where you just say, you know what, you just got to punt, and that's it. Sorry, we'll get them when we get them, but it's not going to be today.
So if I'm squinting, it means I can't see.
Well, if you get in a pinch, I'm happy to share my readers.
Okay, I like it.
Let's rotate. I can't read while he's reading, and he can't read while I'm reading.
I like it. Didn't you say you had some type of weird mite bump on your skin yesterday?
Yeah.
Bring on those glasses.
You think the mites are on my glasses? Oh, no.
I think they're everywhere.
I'm not looking to share my mites.
Could be. Did you find out, are they mites, Virginia?
You know what? The dermatologist looked at him and goes, I could biopsy one of them, but it's just going to come back that it's a bug bite.
Oh, really?
I'm like, well, that's not going to help me. I need to know what it is and what it's not.
So are they bed bugs?
So here's what she said. She said, looking at them, they don't look like bed bugs. And I'm like, okay, that's good.
Right.
She also said, okay, process of elimination. It's not spider, because she can tell what a spider bite looks like. I'm like, okay, good. Mm-hmm. But she said beyond that, it could be 10 other bugs.
Right.
The no-see-ums, or as my mom calls them out in Texas, chiggers.
We call them that as
grass.
well. Yeah, I think it might be a hick thing.
I think the lady looked at me yesterday. She goes, it's not chiggers here. It's called no-see-ums here. Like, I was stupid. I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
The one thing you don't want it to be is roach bites, and they can bite you. How gnarly would that be?
I don't have roaches. I can tell you that, because I had one roach, I don't know, 10 months ago. I called up the exterminator, and he was there within 45 minutes, and I was like, dude, you've got to fix this. Because whenever you see one, they say there's like a bunch more hiding in your cabinets. He put this peanut butter stuff all over the inside of my cabinets, and then they eat that and they die. So I guess I got a bunch of dead roaches under my cabinets.
I mean, they tell you all that stuff. They'll say the same thing with the rats. They go, the rat will take a piece of poison, then bring it back to the colony. Then the colony is poisoned. Or are they just saying that to shut people up?
I don't know. I'm dealing with that at my mom's house right now, because she hired a company and they never went in the attic. And that's where the rats are literally having a rave up there in the attic. They are partying. They're up every night. They're throwing down in the attic. And this company never even went in the attic to check.
I do.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not a very good company, I wouldn't think.
Well, I just highly recommend, and sometimes people forget to do this, walk around your property, look up, look down, just see if there's any holes, because sometimes they may not have been there 2 years ago and they are gnawing through something.
You're right.
They can get there. They tell me rats or critters can get through the smallest of holes.
You're right. You are absolutely right. You've got to check the perimeter, check around the roof, check every crack, check every nook.
That's all I ever heard of when I was growing up. Rats can flatten themselves like a pancake. They can get anywhere. I'm like, oh.
Rats also would love to eat a pancake.
They love spaghetti, pancakes, all of the great fixings.
Yeah, they're actually doing something as well. They are mutating away from any of the poisons that they're starting to give them, they're finding.
Great.
Yes, they're noticing that in New York, Jersey, Pennsylvania, and D.C., they did a study with Rutgers University, and nearly 300 house mice and brown rats. They found that 5 of the 6 that they had gone through had mutations in a gene that reduced the effectiveness of common exterminator poisons.
They're evolving to build up a barrier to where these poisons don't hurt me.
Yeah, they don't, right?
Now they take the poison, like, I'll take that poison and I'll dip it in some cheese sauce.
Yeah.
Delicious.
They say over 69% carried additional mutations, conferring full immunity to standard rodenticides. So they are, I don't know about the Florida rats because they didn't do the test in that area because it was Rutgers, so it was only in their area, but...
It's only New York rats?
You might imagine it's probably everywhere.
New York rats feel like they got a little bit more of an attitude.
They all wear Yankee jerseys.
They're playing dice on the corner.
Yeah.
Some have mohawks because they're a little edgier.
Well, they're a little bit concerned because, you know, rats, all the diseases that they carry.
The
things like-
hantavirus.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you know, back in the day when they couldn't eradicate rats, it was bubonic plague and things like that they would carry, which would, you know, it wouldn't eradicate the rats, it would just eradicate the human population.
Damn.
Didn't they carry scurvy, or am I wrong on that? I thought they had some kind of a thing where...
You bring up scurvy a lot. Are you getting paid every time you say scurvy?
I learned it in 3rd grade. I had to do a whole report, and I got to draw pirates, so it stuck.
Scurvy stuck on you.
It did, because I had to draw pirates.
Scurvy's mainly a severe deficiency of vitamin C.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not really like a virus or anything like that.
So it had
for the most part.
Nothing to do with rats, pirates, or even...
You'll bring it up again, though.
Oh, the scurvy just sounds like, oh my gosh, I've got a bout of scurvy.
I got it from the rats.
Actually, all you need is vitamin C. It's really not
Eat an orange and shut up.
Yeah.
Can I do orange Fanta?
Yeah. It's got no orange juice in it, though.
Yeah, so that could be an issue with the rat. So, yeah, as you see them around everywhere, they're like, oh, man, that's crazy. So some of these diseases might start spreading as the rats just shake off our current poisons.
They love a power line. It's almost as if that's their exercising device. They love running up and down power lines.
Doesn't faze them. Yeah, they'd be great in the circus.
Circus rats.
They would be
Circus
great.
rats. That's why they're there.
One of your greatest bits of all time, Kevin.
Oh, yes. So you don't really know at all what the bites are? It's really, you walked away with just as much of a mystery as when you walked in yesterday.
Yeah, she gave me steroid cream and wished me luck. And that's how we left it. And she kind of looked at me like, I'm not an exterminator. I can't tell you what bugs you have, lady, or where you got them. Like, all right.
And I don't want to speak for Kevin, but I am not comfortable with a roided up Virginia. It kind of scares me.
Should.
I think it's just steroid cream.
Right,
so
yeah.
it's not pills.
Okay.
The pills, though, those work. When Panda is like sick and they give him like for his asthma steroid pills.
Oh yeah, that stuff works.
Those work. This is just cream.
I found the steroids are very effective.
They are very effective. Ask Mark McGuire.
It's a lot of things in my life I've taken that did not work. Steroids is not one of them.
They can't figure out how to kill rats, but man, they can make a steroid.
Boy, they can hit a baseball.
That's it, baby. Could Jbird be taking a leadership role in his community? Well, if a couple of people there get their way, he absolutely will. They want him to be kind of the ambassador that takes up any kind of issues and wrongs that are happening in the neighborhood, like somebody revving a motorcycle too loud or a rooster that just wakes everybody up too early.
Well, okay. Let me set the scene here. I usually meet a lot of people in my neighborhood through Halloween, trick-or-treating, and then throughout
That werewolf did open a lot of doors.
it opened up so many doors.
You need to find something to close doors.
You might as well have put a neon sign that says, hey, come talk to me.
Well, I'm going bigger this year. I'm hearing talks about a 15-foot zombie, but I digress.
Nobody's surprised.
So I got to meet, a lot of KVJ Nationers, ton of them live not only on my street, the street over that. So it's really cool, and I've got to meet a lot of great people. But some people like to drink and walk. They'll take.
I love to drink and walk. That's why Halloween is so fun.
They'll take their walks, and I'm doing a lot of stuff outside, watering my lawn and all that to make sure that the trees are coming back. I want them back, so I'm outside a lot. And I guess these two KVJ Nationers, very nice, but they have selected me or elected me as somebody that wants to go over to the guy who's revving up his motorcycle too late at night and ask him politely to stop revving his motorcycle in a nice way. And here's their excuse. Go, Jbird, you do this for a living. You talk to people all the time. You are a person of the people. You're going to be able to address this and probably get a positive outcome. And also, too, do you mind talking to the guy down a few houses? His rooster is so loud. Again, Jbird, you're the right guy for the job. They're going to listen to you. You have a way of getting people to... I'm like, what are you talking about?
You need to tell this couple to kick rocks.
It's two ladies. It's two women.
All right, well, you need to tell these lesbians to go kick rocks.
They're not lesbians.
Well, you need to tell these two hookers to go kick rocks. You do not need to insert yourself into whatever beef they have with neighbors. If they don't like the motorcycle, they can go speak to the motorcycle themselves.
Virginia, do you really think I'm going to get myself involved in rooster motorcycle drama?
I would hope not.
No way. But
you've got enough to worry about.
There's no way I'm getting involved. But I will say, in their defense, there's somebody that does work on, it sounds like a motorcycle. It could be some kind of machinery, and it is. They work on it late, and then the rooster is up. Sometimes the rooster gets up a little too early. I feel like the rooster gets up at 2 a.m. instead of like a 4:30 a.m.
I would not go say squat to Sons of Anarchy. If that man is out there working on his motorcycle, the only time he may be able to do it is when he gets done with his long-ass construction job and then working out.
You're acting like I'm even considering this. I told the ladies kindly, I go, y'all, with all due respect, I can't get involved. You have to understand something. For a year, I've actively been trying to avoid a stalker who's been hunting me down. Right. I don't need any more heat from anybody. And I tried to explain that, and they weren't upset. But what I think is funny is people are coming to me like I've got some pull in the neighborhood, and I have none.
Well, you have no HOA. That's the great thing about your neighborhood. It's kind of the Wild Wild West. And when you move into a neighborhood like that, ladies, I hate to tell you, but there's no laws when you're drinking claws.
It is the Wild Wild West, and I have just gotten used to the rooster. I just, in my mind, I go, oh, just Virginia in the backyard waking me up.
Someone told her a joke.
It sounds like, and the motorcycle dude doesn't do it all the time. So, I mean, I'm one of them ones. Yeah, can it annoy me? Of course. Am I going to get involved? Hell no. I don't even know what house the rooster's at or the motorcycle. So now I'd be playing, hello, excuse me, do you have a rooster here?
Yeah, sorry, ladies. You got to go find a new lackey.
Yeah, what do you
not your monkey.
Yeah, what do you call the neighborhood? The neighborhood heavy. I'm not. I don't want that.
You're not the muscle. You're not neighborhood watch.
No.
You're not the HOA. Y'all don't even have an HOA. Everybody can do what they want to do.
If anything, the neighborhood watch should be watching me. Don't have me involved in any of that. But they meant well, and they're very nice, and I'm not talking trash about them, but it is weird the things that I get coming over to my house.
Well, it sounds kind of like you have a weird neighborhood. You said that you're driving behind a truck in your neighborhood and it had at least 3 giant dead deer and some other kind of animal in it.
That was Honeyface and me. She was driving and we get behind. It wasn't quite in my neighborhood, but it was turning sort of in it. They had what looked like to be 3 dead deer, giant dead deer, carcass, and then some other dead animal in the back of their car. And it looked like they were going to a residential area to have some good eats, if you know what I'm saying.
Damn.
Wow.
I don't want to be behind that, especially with a car full of kids.
Do people, there was no kids in there.
No, if I had my kids and I had to see that in front of me, I'd be like, dude.
Yeah, but is that how it works? You just get a bunch of deer carcasses, then you skin them at your house and then put them on the grill?
I can only speak. I mean, I grew up in deer hunting country, and what you'd see, it was very often you would see deer on top of cars and things like that.
But not in Palm Beach Gardens.
Yeah, I mean, this is a...
yeah, where I'm from is a lot different than South Florida.
Well, there were speed bumps, and all of a sudden you see this dead deer carcass like jump up on the truck.
Yeah.
Lord.
It stood out.
Yeah.
It stood out.
Around here it would. Other parts of the world, that's the way
Your
life
hood is lawless.
It was right
It
by.
is interesting.
It was driving right by the liquor store. So if that makes sense.
That's a great place to go people watch, your liquor store.
By the way, I love my neighborhood. I think it's awesome.
Fits you.
It's awesome.
It's quirky. It's wild. It's lawless.
Always something strange going on.
Yep.
Yeah, fits right in. Well, the Tartan Army invaded Hard Rock Stadium last night, but the Brazilians were there in force as well for a World Cup matchup, which a lot of people were watching for many reasons. A lot of it's just the mastery of the game, the excitement of people scoring goals, and 700 people being abducted by aliens.
Yeah, weren't like the mothership supposed to pull 700 people just out of the crowd?
It's weird. I didn't see that in the news today.
Yeah, I did not see anything with that. I did see they had a full house, like 64,000 people. I did not see if they did an attendance at the end of the game, and it was 700 less. So I don't know. There at least was not an alien spaceship that floated over the stadium and sucked 700 people out of the crowd in front of everybody. So that definitely did not happen.
We're shocked.
What a bold statement. Usually you make those kind of predictions that's 5 years away, so you have time to kind of hype it up.
Yeah.
That's right around the corner.
It was completely bunk based on bunk. So it was all bunk if we kind of walk back through this whole prediction and how it happened. And the only reason why I had any kind of credibility whatsoever was it came from a Brazilian psychic, Bahenia, something like that. Whatever it is. Nobody knows her name anyway, at least not here. She has 23 million Instagram followers. And so if you have followers, apparently you have credibility and you're right. Maybe that's why people paid attention.
Also, too, can you buy those followers? Yeah, you can.
That's true.
True. Yeah, maybe. So Vo Bahiana, she apparently actually didn't even come up with this originally on her own. She actually stole this from a Bulgarian mystic named Baba Vanga. It just gets more weird by the second, doesn't it?
It gets silly and goofy.
Now, the late Baba Vanga is apparently said to have predicted humanity's first contact with extraterrestrials during a major sporting event. Now, there's no evidence that Baba Vanga even actually made this prediction. It's only according to a few of her followers that she said this, but I don't even know why we care because she was notoriously wrong about every other prediction she made. So it is a bunk prediction that was based on a bunk prediction.
From a bunk person.
Yes, it's just bunk. All the way top to bottom bunk.
And she has all those followers?
23 million. That's why anybody paid any attention to Vo Bahiana. Now I got her name. Now we don't have to talk about it anymore.
We got duped, y'all.
I don't think anybody got duped. I don't think anybody believed it.
And
I was not duped. I didn't expect it to happen, so I'm not going to be duped.
Alien hopeful. I didn't believe it.
Not sure anybody was actually believing that was going to happen, but it did not. So, yeah, I don't know. Will she have a lot of people unsubscribe today, or do they not even care?
They should.
Right. That you should send a message. You know, if you went and checked on Vo Bahiana, her followers should be dropping. If she started at 23 million, I'd hope at least she's, I don't know, down to 20.
She should lose at least 700.
Yes, you're right. The same mispronouncement that she made on that prediction that did not happen last night. She didn't even predict the score, which was not good for the Scots. They lost to Brazil 3-0 last night.
And they were so excited in all their kilts and dancing around.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they'd made the World Cup for like 28 years or something like that, I think I'd heard. So it's been a while, but it sounds like they went all for it. Like, they really came en masse. And it really was kind of interesting to see, okay, who are these people? How do they have this much money to be able to travel and just stay for days or weeks on end, get these tickets? I guess it's all different. I talked to a buddy of mine, and he was in Key Largo on a fishing charter over the weekend, and he said, yeah, there were a bunch of Scots that were there, and we were talking to them, and they were just here for the World Cup, but they couldn't afford a ticket because I guess the cheapest ticket for the match last night was $1,500.
Whoa.
Just like, wow. So can you imagine when Lionel Messi plays here on July 3rd, how much that cheapest ticket's going to be?
If I paid $1,500 and 700 people did not get kidnapped by aliens, I am pissed off.
Right.
Just disappointment on top of disappointment.
Yeah. No, I feel for the Scots, but if maybe there's one story that is positive on the loss was there was a 93-year-old woman that actually came here to see her team win the World Cup, and she made this bold prediction that if they did win, here's what she was going to do.
Scotland gets through to the second round, but this will be the first ever. If we went right through to the final one, I don't think I would bother going home. I would just stay here and drink my dark rum and cokes until I expired.
So she would drink Diet Rum and Coke till she died here in the States?
That was her plan. If Scotland won the World Cup, she was going to stay and drink herself to death.
That's Isn't it funny? So I'm glad she didn't win.
Yeah, right. If there's any positive about the Scots losing last night, it's just maybe she'll see 95. I don't know.
I kind of thought that. Isn't that what Bob Barker did? He just said, I just want to sit down, watch TV, and drink my alcohol.
I think so, yeah.
And that's what he did. Petting his dog, drinking himself to...
Why not? He earned it, right?
Look, I don't hate the plan. If it makes you happy, do it, Bob.
Mm-hmm. Getting wins last night. Mexico got theirs over Czechia. Switzerland beat Canada. Canadians lose 2-1. Haitians lose to Morocco 4-2. And South Africa beat South Korea. The Battle of the Souths 1-0. And then Bosnia and Herzegovina beat Qatar 3-1. If you want to watch Team USA tonight, you better take a nap. They start at 10 p.m.
How dare they?
Start at 10 p.m.
Where are they playing?
They're playing on the West Coast.
Oh, geez.
But that still would be, 7 p.m. their time, but I guess they're not taking into consideration. I guess, look, I'm sure that the time zones don't work out for anybody when it comes to World Cup. When you think about it, it's a global sport, so I'm sure there are a lot of people that are having to sacrifice sleep to watch their team live.
I'd be so happy if my team played at like 8 a.m. and you just start guzzling beer at 8 a.m. But 10 p.m. We start at 10 p.m. on a Thursday?
Starting.
Is that a viable excuse to give your boss, I was watching Team USA play, I was up till 1:30.
Let's try it with David tomorrow, our boss.
All right, David, I'm not going to come in tomorrow. I was up till 11:30 tonight watching
USA.
USA. I care about my country, damn it.
I think we should talk about earthquakes. It's not really something we ever think too much about here in South Florida, but just a couple weeks ago, remember we had one off the coast of Cuba and we felt it a little bit?
Yes.
I think that's rare. I don't know if in the 27 years I've been here, I really remember feeling any kind of earthquake. Do you?
A lot of people said they felt it in Florida.
Yeah.
I slept right through it, but a lot of people said they felt it.
Do you remember any kind of earthquake before that?
No.
Yeah. It's kind of new to me as well. I'm like, all right. So we had that, but then, boy, today, looking at the news globally, you're like, wow. A couple things happened last night. A couple powerful earthquakes. One went off in Venezuela. Two of them, actually, a 7.2 and a 7.5, less than a minute apart.
Whoa.
Was that second one that aftershock they always talk about?
No, because they had aftershocks after that. So they had two actual legit earthquakes, 7.2, 7.5.
Yeah, it's not an aftershock if it's bigger than the first one.
That sucks, man. That's a 1-2 combo, baby.
Yeah,
It was
yes.
double punch that happened with that.
Somebody's trying to send a message. God doesn't like something going on in Venezuela. What y'all doing down there?
Yeah, well, you got to wonder, is God sending a message? Because we look globally. Let's just spin this whole little thing like a little kid does on the globe that's right there in the classroom. You had the 7.2, 7.5 in Venezuela. Then you had a 7.2 that hit in Japan.
Ooh.
That went down. And then you had a 5.6 that hit Northern California.
Ooh.
All on the same day.
Oh, right there.
That's busy.
It's very busy. And the thing that I find to be a little bit alarming, we not only look at the ones globally, which were stronger than the 5.6 that hit Northern California, but they're talking about the San Andreas Fault, particularly kind of around the LA, San Bernardino region, a little bit further south. They say that that fault line is at its highest stress level in 1,000 years. And they say something has got to give. They say this thing is prime for a massive earthquake.
Oh, no.
Question.
Yeah.
Let's say this thing, it busts open, earthquakes galore. What's the worst case scenario we are looking at here? If the San Andreas, whatever one breaks, what happens?
I mean, you just don't know what kind of level of earthquake you're talking about. So depending upon what the status is and how big it gets. But, you know, if you're looking at a 7.2, let's just look at the one that was 100 miles west of Caracas in Venezuela. You got 32 people killed, 700 injured on that one.
Damn.
Yeah, and they expect that death toll to rise. And then in Japan, it seems like they might be a little bit more used to them. And it seemed like it worked out a little bit better. They don't have any tsunamis or any reports of injuries or major damage yet.
They build their buildings ready to shake and rattle and roll.
They do, like we prepare for hurricanes.
Right.
They do the earthquake stuff very well. But you just look at that globally, boom, overnight, all those things hit. And the fact that that fault is sitting there ready to trigger. And you're like, oh, my goodness, is this the beginning of something bigger?
Makes you happy you live in Florida where you don't have a lot of that kind of activity.
That'd be part of the movie trailer. Sir, we just had a second earthquake. No, you're wrong. It was a third. And then it would go to the third location.
Yeah. Okay.
This is a movie, if it was. All right, never mind. Sorry.
What you drinking? And can I have some?
I ain't drinking anything good. I think that's the problem.
All right.
I think I got to get back on the wagon.
That's
Bruh,
it.
I got Fireball in my purse. Who's in?
You ever have that when you stop drinking and everything falls apart?
Yes. And it's not fun.
Yeah. I'm like,
You're
not
not
drinking at all.
smiling.
I'm like, what am I doing? Why so serious? I'm not having a good time.
You're not a martyr over there. Have a drink.
I might take you up on that.
I'll see you at the ball field on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, you will.
So if you were living in Southern California right now and you know that you're sitting on a massive earthquake, they're saying that who knows what will happen? It may not even happen in your lifetime. Because, I mean, it's been 1,000 years since this thing's really let go. You'd be like, you know what? I got maybe 30 years left.
But it might happen this weekend.
You don't know.
Now's a scary time to be having a big California vacation.
When you look and you see that 7.2, 7.5 hit Venezuela, then a 7.2 hits Japan, then a 5.6 hits Northern California, and they're telling you in Southern California, this thing is ready to blow in a major way. You're like going, you know what? Maybe Florida doesn't sound like a bad idea.
What you talking about, Earth?
Until you start talking about Florida, man, then you're like, give me the earthquake.
Every place got its problems.
I know you probably don't know this off the top of the dome, but I do wonder what the record is of how many earthquakes within a 24-hour period that Earth has had.
Yeah, I would like to know because that's the same question I have. And I'm only placing this all together and saying, this seems intense to me.
History Kev wants to know, has this happened before?
This many different places across the globe all at one time with this strength? I'm sure that it has, but it would be great to talk to a geologist right now to say, could this be the sign of something else? Because I'm not real smart, but I do know that a lot of times things happen in patterns. And, you know, it's like when you're sick, right? You have symptoms. If somebody's falling apart, you'd be like, I can't see, I can't hear, I can't taste.
What are we ramping up to?
Like,
Yes.
yeah, if this was your butt and you developed 3 different separate hemorrhoids within 24 hours, you're like, all
Thanks
right.
for keeping it sexy.
Something's
Yeah.
wrong with the butt. It's time to get it checked out. We got to get Earth checked out.
You got butt problems?
No, but Earth, I'm just using the analogy that Earth has hemorrhoids.
You might start off the summer with all these great plans of all the good things that your kid is going to be doing to educate themselves. Maybe they're going to be going to summer school or working on some kind of project. Virginia had big plans for her son, Rocco. He was going to be doing a whole bunch of summer reading. How is that going so far, Virginia?
So here's the problem.
Oh,
when
okay.
you're raising a kid that's smarter than you, they do little tricky things, and you're like, oh, damn, I didn't think about that. So we went to the library.
Yeah.
And we got out 4 books.
Okay.
One of them is a book, something called The Python theory of coding.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, all right. And then the other one was like a kid's like a little mystery book. Love that. The other one is like a biography book all about Wayne Gretzky.
Okay.
And then there's another book about the human body. Oh, all right, great.
Yeah.
So he started with the Python book.
Okay.
And I was telling him every day, you got to go read some of it. And he would read some of it. But then I want to quiz him on it to see if he's really read it.
Oh, no.
But I don't understand the Python coding book.
You're too dumb.
I'm too dumb. So I told him, no. You're not reading that Python coding book. I want you to read that kid's adventure mystery book. And then after each chapter, I'm going to skim it and ask you questions from it. And you better be able to answer them or it's going down.
We got 2 books we read in this house, Dr. Seuss or pop-up books. And that's all you get, kid.
So he's about halfway through the kid's adventure book.
Okay.
He read another chapter of it last night after we got back from seeing Toy Story 5.
Okay.
He saw the movie and then he had to still come home and do his reading, which he did. He was on point with his reading.
Yeah.
And I told him, dude, you better have this book finished by the time July hits. So do whatever you have to do come July 1st. If you're not done with this book, it's going to be bad.
Do kids still sign up for Sweet Pickles? It's that Sweet Pickles, Sweet Pickles, Sweet Pickles. And it's, you get books.
Are you singing the My Buddy theme
That's
song?
what I heard too.
I think it did morph into My Buddy.
It sounded like My Buddy. I'm like, boy, they might have a trademark issue.
Maybe it was
That's
like
the My Buddy song with just Sweet Pickles.
Them pickles about to get sued by
Sweet
Buddy.
Pickles, Sweet Pickles.
Sweet Pickles and me.
You don't remember that Sweet Pickles?
I remember My Buddy.
My Buddy, I remember too,
Yeah.
but his Sweet Pickles was this a box. You'd get all these books, and the
I
kids
do
would-
remember.
You remember Sweet
I
Pickles?
remember Sweet Pickles. Rocco would rather stab himself in the eye with a fork than read Sweet Pickles.
Not feeling it, huh?
He's not on that level.
Yeah.
He wants to read like real books.
Okay. Jbird, I know you're recommending to the kids to read a little Judy Blume.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You got some feedback on that. How'd that go?
I got some great feedback from some KVJ Nationers. I said, Jbird, we were reading our kids some Judy Blume. We started off with Freckle Juice, the book you suggested, and they said they could not get through the first chapter. They hated it, and they never wanted to listen to Judy Blume ever again.
So kids don't Google Judy Blume.
Did not feel the old Judy Blume.
How sad, because we loved Freckle Juice.
Yeah, the other thing, too, is, and I don't want to get on anybody, but you got to make sure you do voices when you're reading those books, you know.
So maybe it was really the performance of it. It's not the book itself. It's just the parents sucked at reading it.
Well, if the kid's talking, you maybe do a voice like this. And if there's a teacher, hey, I do a voice like this, you can have some fun.
So with a good voice, you can turn a bad book.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right.
You get it.
Okay, I do get it.
Yeah, sweet pickles.
Yeah. How did Rocco like the movie last night?
He did like it.
Okay.
He enjoyed it. I've got a movie review coming for you.
Okay.
We all cried. I cried a little bit. I looked over.
They're
Everybody
good at that. Yeah.
Very sweet movie. Very interesting commentary on the state of our world today with so many kids turned into screen zombies.
Yeah.
It really does explore how this is a big problem. And then you see it through the eyes of the toys, how these screens are turning our kids into mush brain zombies.
And here's the kicker. Every kid, after it's out of the theater, is going to be watching it on a screen somewhere. And that's something. They'll be watching it on their telephone, watching it on their TV.
It's ironic.
It's ironic.
Would you say it's as good as any Toy Story movie that you've seen so far?
Definitely.
Okay, it holds up.
Definitely.
Not a dip in the franchise.
No, I
Yeah.
would say, if anything, an elevation.
Yeah, I'm hearing really great things about it.
Because of the social commentary and
Yeah.
because of, the places in the movie that make you go, oh, damn, that's real.
Damn, I ruined my kid.
Toy Story coming hard with the parent guilt.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, 'cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. And this Dirt of the Day is also a special one because we have guests in studio. Everybody say hi to Shelby and Tiffany.
They were talking so much trash. They said, we're here to take Virginia's spot. We're going to do the dirt better than Virginia's ever done before.
It's an open audition now. I love it.
Virginia is so tired, you can have it. Now, these girls are going to give you a very juicy story coming up in a second about the Bachelorette franchise and that Taylor Frankie Paul naughty girl. That's coming up in just a second. But before we get into that, remember this week we told you about how Oprah was talking smack about Whitney Houston? Oprah had said that Whitney was intoxicated on the set of her show and fell off the stage, and that the audience kept a secret, didn't tell anybody because they didn't want to hurt Whitney's career.
So let's go ahead and make it an international story during an interview so everyone knows about her embarrassing moment. That's not how you treat a friend, especially a deceased friend.
I agree. Whitney can't defend herself. And yeah, there were a lot of points in Whitney's life where she was intoxicated. But was she intoxicated on Oprah's show? It's a pretty big platform to show up drunk or intoxicated to.
Look, everyone knows Whitney had her issues, okay? We don't need another story about how terrible her issues were, especially if that is your partner. And it sounded like they were friends at one point.
It did. And so if that's your girl, you don't talk like this. And Whitney's former bodyguard is now stepping up because he's like, nah, Oprah. He sat down with TMZ and he said that Whitney was coming towards the front of the stage, couldn't see the edge of the stage because it was not lit properly. It was dark and Oprah didn't have the edge of the stage lit, and that's why Whitney fell off the front of the stage and she was not high, according to the bodyguard that was there.
Love Whitney. Not a big fan of Oprah. Just saying.
Okay.
Interesting. Very interesting. All right. So we've got this Taylor Frankie Paul story. Shelby and Tiffany, take it away.
All right, guys. Well, we may get to see the Taylor Frankie Paul season of The Bachelorette. ABC is reportedly reconsidering airing this previously shelved season.
The network pulled season 22 just days before its scheduled premiere following domestic violence allegations against the secret life of Mormon wives star.
I guess my first question is, who the hell is Taylor Frankie Paul?
Honestly, very true. We were thinking the same thing.
She was a scandalous story a few months ago because it was on TMZ. You actually got to see the fight between her and her man.
Oh, is that the one where she throws a chair and it's basically 3D into the camera?
Yeah. And the chair ricocheted off of her kid's forehead.
Look.
And then we saw the giant Easter egg from the chair. Metal bar stool hit her kid in the head.
Unacceptable.
I think that was the problem that ABC had with it. But apparently the problem, we'll forget about that, hit the kid in the head whole thing, because we've got this whole show ready to go.
It's so bizarre who they allowed to stay in the limelight and who gets the axe. It's very bizarre.
Very bizarre.
All these shows, they seem to have their own criteria. Now, for her, I guess if you throw a chair off your kid's head, they'll let you back in. But Love Island again's taking out another contestant that used the N-word that they had on video. Lana Kaiser. Do you guys watch the Love Island show?
I do not.
I sure do.
Okay, I figured one of you might. Yeah. I thought we might have a Love Island fan around here.
She's not one of the main girls, I don't believe.
Right.
Okay.
And you know what happened was I think they just introduced her, because don't they just bring in like new people to kind of, mix it up and to change the dynamic? So they introduced her, and then everybody starts looking for anything. There's almost like a group of people now. When somebody gets introduced into the public, they're like, let's go find their skeletons. And then they start going around. They went through every video she was ever in. And sure enough, they found a few where one, she's singing a lyric that has the N-word N-word in it, and I think there's a separate video where she said the N-word, and that went out and got viral, and then they're like, sorry, that is definitely one of the things that takes you off a reality show now.
The goal for Love Island is to make you think a couple is going to get together. Oh my gosh, they found love. And then all of a sudden, they introduce 4 new people who come into the house to wreak hell. They're there to just get in the way, try to sleep with the new person, the old person, all people.
Shelby, is this thing on, is it 6 nights a week?
This is Tiffany. But Tiffany, yes, sorry. It is on 6 nights. I believe it's only not on Wednesdays.
6 nights a week.
That's a commitment. No, that's too much.
They have to take a break for hump day.
So how many do you watch then?
Oh, I usually watch because I'm a teacher, so I have lots of free time. So I watch usually the next day. I watch the next day.
But you get all 6 episodes every week.
Oh, I do. Yes.
Did you not feel bad when it first came out, season 1? I watched it every single night.
I don't feel bad at all.
Girls love it, Jbird.
Yeah. It's a big show. It is. I get that.
And lastly here, they're looking for Eminem's ex-wife. You remember Kim?
Oh, yeah.
She was a little squirrely even back in the day. You can take the girl out the trailer park, but she apparently didn't show up for her court hearing. She got busted for a DUI, and she was supposed to be in court, and whoopsie, did not show. So now they have issued a bench warrant for her arrest.
She might have thought they might not noticed.
Yeah, you might want to go ahead and take care of that because they are not going to just let this one slide. And that's what's going on in your dirt. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Tiffany and Shelby.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Ladies. Great job. I just got my wife into the TV show Yellowstone. I've been trying to get her to watch it forever, and she would always, dodge and watch whatever stupid shows she was watching, and now she is just hooked on it. And I told her, I'm like, you are going, because she likes a good love story, so she watched a lot of that cheesy stuff.
She likes a good romance, except with you.
I know, it's the most bizarre thing. You're like, gosh, how do you love romance so much? But yeah, I touch you, it's like, yeah.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
I'm just begging for some love.
That's it. You got Romeo waiting to happen. You just got to get him in the game.
I'm in your house, woman.
Right. I'm right here.
Put the screen away.
All the romance you need. I'm happy to oblige. Yeah, to me is I watch Yellowstone, and I just this last week got into the new spinoff they'd done, Dutton Ranch. I got to tell you, I think that the characters played by Cole Hauser and Kelly Riley on the show Yellowstone and now Dutton Ranch, Beth and Rip might be my favorite TV couple of all time. They're just so good because she's nuts. Like, you think you're crazy, Virginia.
I do.
She's like you on steroids.
Oh, I love this chick.
Except she's a little bit more violent, I would say, with hitting and shooting and all that kind of stuff.
That's the one place I do need to step it up. I don't think I've been violent enough.
That's where she's got you a bit. She's a little bit more violent than you, and she gets tore up a good bit.
I think you're speaking out of turn, Kevin. I don't feel like Virginia's violent at all.
No, I don't. Yeah, that's where she's lacking.
I'm not violent enough.
Yes. So my wife is all into this show. We've been watching Yellowstone. I forgot how good it is. In fact, it's kind of distracting. So I'm trying to work. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm getting sucked back into it as well, watching it a second time. It's been some years now. But if you're a fan of Dutton Ranch, and it's building and it's getting a lot better. It's very solid as well. They just said that it's going to be getting a second season. So Cole Hauser, local dude, is going to be staying busy and traveling and doing that show. They moved it to South Texas now. It's where it's supposed to be. It's not any longer in Montana. They've moved locations.
Gotcha.
So they've done the spinoff there. But yeah, they're going to be getting another season of that. They say the numbers are just huge. It became the streamer Paramount's biggest original launch, and it topped Nielsen's streaming charts during its first week.
Wow.
So it is a huge show coming off the heels of Yellowstone. So my question is, if you had to say what would be your favorite TV couple of all time, who would it be? Because I really think Beth and Rip might be mine now, because she gets into all kinds of trouble. She got a mouth, and he loves her for who she is. And whenever she gets in trouble, it's one of my favorite parts. Her mouth gets her in trouble, and somebody is whooping her, and here comes Rip to the rescue. And he just tears people from limb to limb when it gets to him. He's like, you don't touch his Beth. Like, that's just priceless stuff. They have such a good relationship. And I don't like relationships where they're fighting all the time. Like, they love each other.
They fight other people, not each other.
Yes, that's just it. And he knows her so well. The writing on the show is absolutely fantastic. So I think I would put them at number one. And oddly enough, when I was thinking about who my other favorite couple might be, I think it's this dude that does all the Yellowstones and all that kind of stuff. He's really good at doing action, but also doing relationships as well, that Taylor Sheridan. Because Coach Taylor and his wife Tammy in Friday Night Lights, they also were one of my favorite couples. And it comes from the same writer. So he's good at doing that stuff.
He knows how to suck you in.
He does. But you know what? There's a lot of humanity in his relationships. You know, those little moments that kind of make you smile and laugh and have true heart. He's really good at doing it. And that's a hard thing to have somebody to be able to write that kind of humanity into characters.
Only talking about Corey Matthews and Topanga from Boy Meets World. Also only talking about Batman and Robin.
I don't think they were dating.
There's rumors. There are rumors,
I guess you don't want
Virginia.
to put them in that camp.
You mean to tell me all those nights together, they both didn't get a couple sippies in them?
Mm-hmm. People were saying Billy Bob Thornton and Nicole Sheridan's character on Landman. Is it Sheridan? Nicolette Sheridan, right? Is that her name?
No.
No, I don't think so at all either.
No, it's
not.
Oh my God.
I know. I just saw that in the comments. I'm like, I don't think it's Nicole Sheridan.
No. It's
Allie Landry.
Allie Landry.
Is
yes.
that right? No, Allie Larder.
Allie Larder.
Yes.
Allie Landry's from Louisiana.
Right. She was the Doritos girl.
Yes. Allie Larder is from Legally Blonde.
Yes. Okay. Took me a second. Okay. So that's her. No, they're right. And again, it's the same guy that's writing all those little pieces, and he's really good at all the relationship stuff.
Michael Scott and his Holly, they end up getting married together.
Okay.
They were a great couple together.
Was that on The Office?
The Office, yes.
Yeah, in fact, Jim and Pam was the one that a lot of people were saying.
Boo!
You're not feeling that
As
one.
soon as they got married, their characters were weak. They became so
Really?
annoying. In fact, they became some of my least favorite characters. I liked the tension when they were getting together and when they started dating. It was good.
Okay.
As soon as they got married, like much.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Like in real life.
Like in real life, I just was not feeling it.
The thrill is gone.
The thrill was gone.
A lot of people will put Ross and Rachel from Friends as one of their favorite TV couples. And that was the thing for me. It was more about the chase. But when they actually get together, you're like, I don't know if I love them as a couple. It was the sexual tension, the fact that they never made it happen that you rooted for. And then sometimes when these couples do get together, you're like, I don't know. I don't know if I really like that now.
If anyone brings up Carrie Bradshaw and Big or Carrie Bradshaw and Aiden, Kevin, I don't even think we should take that call.
It's mentioned a lot.
They were bad couples, though. They did weird, bad things to each other.
That's why, to me,
I can't glorify that.
I think Beth and Rip are mine.
Yeah, you're right. And Carrie Bradshaw is one of the worst partners ever. I'm going on record.
You got to have a couple that like sticks together and treats each other right. Mm-hmm. That's what we want to be like, right?
Yes.
What do you think about Meredith and Derek McDreamy on Grey's Anatomy?
Nope. Don't. I think they were terrible for each other.
Somebody had said Olivia Pope and Fitz on the TV show Scandal. The problem I had with that, I think he was having an affair, if I remember right, on that to be with her. And that already just kind of taints it. I'm not a big fan of that.
No.
Chuck and Blair on Gossip Girl. Didn't watch the show, but that's getting a lot of mentions. Aria and Ezra on Pretty Little Liars. Jack and Kate on Lost. Luke and Lorelai on Gilmore Girls. I don't know if you guys have seen any of those.
Have I seen Gilmore Girls? It's a coming of age of tale, Kevin. It's amazing.
Okay.
He loves it.
What do you think about Luke and Lorelai on that?
I like Luke.
Okay.
I thought he was a good guy.
Couple of couples on Parks and Recreation. Andy and April and Ben and Leslie.
April and Andy, absolutely. Ben and Leslie, they annoyed me. They weren't my favorite. I get some people are going to love them, but no, April was the better one. April and Andy were way better.
Marshall and Lily on How I Met Your Mother, suggested as one of the best TV couples of all time. And Buffy and Angel on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, if you watch that. Any love for Zach and Kelly on Saved by the Bell?
No, because Zach was one of the worst humans ever. They have a whole series called Zach Morris is the Worst. They break down every Saved by the Bell episode. He was conniving, a stealer, a liar. He was a horrible, not only friend, but a terrible, just terrible.
If we're going to rank them on, like, okay, this is a relationship that I would aspire to have.
Yes.
You got to go the Addams family, Morticia and Gomez. He kissed her ass, and he thought that she just hung the moon, and she treated him with love and respect. That is a real romance.
Are you surprised Virginia would go back to a TV show from the 60s?
With a witch.
With a witch. She's a witch, huh?
Long live Morticia.
I'm not that bad because I was about to say George and Wheezy from, what can I think of it?
The Jeffersons?
Jeffersons. Yes, they had a great relationship.
Or Lucy and Ricky?
I think they were kind of mean to, or weren't they mean?
They were kind of mean to Lucy.
They always kept throwing things at each other.
You're mean to Lucy?
I think so.
I think it was just kind of a mean show.
I don't know.
It was old timey.
How about Jesse and Becky on Full House? You think that they could be considered as one of the best TV couples of all time?
I gotta tell you, I think they did stand the test of time. She stood by his music career. Jesse and the Rippers. I think
she was good to him. He was good to her.
I think they both were good to each other. Now, I do think there was some other stuff going on in the house.
Okay.
I don't want to go into any of that with an Uncle Joey.
In the chat, somebody said Mike and Rachel on Suits. They were pretty good. I don't know if they would be top 5 for me, but they might be top 10 at least. So who do you got? Is there anybody that we did not have on the list? Is Monica and Chandler a better couple on Friends than the old Ross and Rachel? Virginia doesn't like Friends.
I don't. I'm sorry. I'll take myself out of this conversation.
Mulder and Scully? The tension, the heat.
There was a lot of that. In fact, there was a show when I was a kid that I watched. It was called Moonlighting.
Oh,
and
yes.
It had David and Maddie. And it was almost the same thing with that, where there was so much tension. You wanted to get together. And I think when they kind of did, it then just didn't really work. It was
Ruined it.
It was a dysfunctional relationship. It's almost like some people are not ever meant to actually be in a relationship.
Totally.
They're just meant to have sexual tension.
Totally.
Yeah, that's why I'm telling you, I'm sticking with Beth and Rip. I don't think there's anybody better. And if you've not checked it out, endorsement from my wife. She loves Yellowstone. And Dutton Ranch, happy to see they're going to be getting a second season. Got a real hot ticket here for you. Camp KVJ, 2 one-day park-to-park passes, Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. Plus, you get in the running for a 3-day, 2-night resort stay. We're going to be playing a game called Denny's or Animal with Abby from Stewart. Hello, Abby.
Say hi. Hi.
Hey, how you doing today, Abby?
Good.
Good. You like animals, Abby?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, good. We're going to play this game, and it's called Denny's or Animal. We've got these animal noises. You guys just tell us if it's the real animal or if it's Denny's that's making the noise, okay?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. The first clip that we got for you is a platypus swimming. What do you think? Is this Denny's or Animal? Okay.
Whoa.
Interesting noise there. What do you think, Abby? Is that Denny's or Animal?
Denny's.
You think that one was Denny's?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit because the noise is kind of weird here as the thing is swimming. Sounds peaceful. Believe it or not, that's actually a real platypus.
That sound a fart?
I don't know if it is. It just says a platypus. It could be a platypus fart. I mean, we heard a beaver fart earlier. So maybe it is. It's possible, I guess. Okay, the next thing we got here for you is we have some chicks that are hatching. Abby, what do you think? Is this Denny's or Animal? And you're crunching out of those shells.
Oh, yeah.
Ready to eat. What do you think about that one, Abby? Is that Denny's or Animal?
Denny's.
That one is Denny's. Yes, very nice. Okay, and one more for you here. I've got some flamingos that are in a lake. Is this Denny's or Animal? Whoa, okay. How about that one, Abby?
animals.
That is the real flamingos on the way. 2 out of 3.
Nailed it.
Outstanding score. And you're going to be heading off to Orlando for the 2 one-day park-to-park passes to Universal. Okay, Abby?
Okay,
thank you.
thanks.
Okay. All right. Best of luck. Have fun, okay?
Okay, bye.
Okay. Bye-bye. She's also in the running for a nice little stay there at Universal Cabana Bay for the 3-day, 2-night trip. It's a grand prize. More chances to win tomorrow, same time right here on the KVJ Show. All brought to you by Love the Palm Beaches.
People fighting online, losing their minds. So we read the crazy crap they write and have a fun time. Well, get ready for this week's digital drama.
Well, Ralphie just moved into the neighborhood, and he likes to show off his junk. He's a nudist, and he doesn't care who knows that he's a nudist. But apparently some of his neighbors have got some thoughts about this, and this thread we have in some digital drama. I figure the one who likes to be most naked on this show is Jbird, so let's go ahead and let him be the nudist here, Ralphie.
Well, don't they say that? Naked as a jaybird.
Yep.
That's where I got my nickname, because I used to love running in the backyard, just sprinting around naked.
I dare you to do it today here at work.
It wasn't fun when I fell into a thing of prickers.
Oh, no. Yeah. Gotta stay away from that. Virginia, you can play the role of Andy. I'm going to be Pamela, and then we're going to have Denny's be Sasha in this thread.
All right, here's Ralphie. I'm just warning everyone, I'm new in the neighborhood, and I'm a practicing nudist. If you have a problem with nudity, I suggest you don't look towards my house because you might get an eyeful. You've been warned.
If I look over and I see your nest hanging out, I'm calling the cops. You just can't show your giblets to your neighbors, weirdo. Put your snaky away.
Yeah, it's not illegal. And if you decide to look, you'll be getting a bush full of hair. So I'd rethink what you focus your vision on.
Ooh.
I don't understand why people have such a hang up on nudity. It's God's natural uniform. Nudity does not mean sexual. Get a grip, people. It's just nudity.
People who are nudists are nothing more than perverts hiding in plain sight. Trust me, I know a few nudists, and they all have a devil's perversion. I dated one, and he showed his dong to anyone who would look.
You people are the weirdos. Nudity is beautiful. I have scars and moles all over my body, but I look at them as God's beautiful markings. God doesn't make mistakes, and nudity is not a mistake.
So I gotta know here, are you getting naked in your front yard or in your backyard? I swear, if I see anyone's brown eye, I will be giving them a black eye, if you know what I'm laying down.
I don't care if you keep your perversions in your backyard. I better just not see any balls, taints, or chocolate starfish. Ralphie only made this post because he knows he's new to the area and he gets off on making normal people feel very uncomfortable.
Well, I just want you to know that I own a BB gun, and I am one hell of a shot. I will be blowing your balls off if you get in front of my children and they see them nuggets. You F around, and you will be finding out with Pamela.
Are you allowed to shoot nudists?
Well, go ahead and shoot my...
I'm only shooting them in the balls, girl.
Well, go ahead and shoot my crotch. I love a little pain with my pleasure.
Oh, God.
Ding, ding.
This is going to get real bad real
I
quick.
kind of want to see a part 2. I want to see how this all develops.
Get the lawn chairs and the lemonade.
Practice right there. That'd be fun. Target practice. Okay, we got another thread here with Fiona, who is mad because nobody's cleaned up their dog poop near her townhouse apartment, and she goes on Next Door to rant all about it. I'll play the role of Fiona here. We'll have Virginia playing the role of Gina. Bird, you can be Rudy, and Denny, you'll be Willie. Okay, here is what Fiona has to say. What kind of monster is allowing their dog to continuously take dumps near the front door of my townhouse? I don't have a working camera right now, and it's happening 3 times a week.
Your suspect's name is Brian. Trust me, he's doing it on purpose.
So it's a dog named Brian?
From Family Guy?
Or is that the owner's name? I'm confused.
I don't think you understand what I'm telling you. It's a man named Brian taking dumps by your door.
What?
He doesn't even have a dog.
Oh
There's
my
a
gosh.
reason why he's doing it.
No.
Damn, a man named Brian is dropping bombs by your door? What did you do to him? That is straight up menacing.
This Brian dude is unhinged. I used to be friends with him until we had a falling out. Fiona, he asked you out a year ago and you rejected his advances. Ever since then, he's been obsessed with terrorizing you. I don't have proof he's doing it, but I think he's your dumper. He was bragging about it while having beers at Duffy's.
I don't even remember him asking me out. Are you sure it's a human dung? I swear it kind of looks like dog feces, not human. This is just too much. I am shooketh.
Well, I am serious, girl. You need to get a camera working again. Don't say on next door your cameras aren't working. A pooper scooper and a gun you also need in your hand. This Brian is an unhinged pooping monster.
Wow, we got a lot of gunplay in this. And
Yeah.
interesting targets.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
That's what next door's become, Kevin.
Violence, huh? At people's crotches and other areas.
Look,
It's our world today, Kevin.
don't be dumping. Don't be flashing your snake.
Literally is the Wild Wild West, huh?
Yes.
Well, thank you very much. We do appreciate whenever you find something fun. Next door pretty much has all we need, but if you see something fun, do a screenshot, send it to us, mail at kvjshow.com.
Who wants to laugh their ass off? Ooh, I know I do. He wrote some funny punchlines just for me and you. It's Danny's Joke Jury.
Who's ready to laugh?
All right, it's time for a little comedy. But with the joke jury, we are going to let Denny's know which jokes are not working here today. What you got, Denny's?
All right, joke one. Which app does Mike Tyson use to video call his church?
I don't know what app does use to video call his church.
FaceTime.
What's on FaceTime? I like that.
Second joke. What did the computer say after it pooped?
I don't know. What did the computer say after it pooped?
IBM.
Yes, it did.
Very clever.
Yep.
Third joke. Which new Shonda Rhimes TV drama takes place in a donut shop?
I don't know. Which new Shonda Rhimes show takes place in a donut shop?
Glazed Anatomy.
I knew it.
Yeah, you can feel it.
I see the sponsor tie-ins already.
Fourth joke. Why did the police arrest the employees at the doggy daycare?
I don't know. Why did they arrest the employees at the doggy daycare?
They were grooming animals.
Oh, no. Oh, that's just twisted.
Not cool.
They can't do that.
And final joke. Why did Edgar Allan Poe prefer his women with a little meat on their bones?
I don't know. Why did you prefer them a little meat on their bones?
Because he liked them goth thick.
Oh. Okay. Gosh, there's some smart comedy today. Did you see that?
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Love this bit. I love it.
Love it.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Lionel Richie was on stage in Minnesota and fell ill. It was a packed crowd. He was right in the middle of doing Dancing on the Ceiling
Uh-oh.
when he had to be sitting on the stage.
Wow.
Yeah, he had to finish Dancing on the Ceiling sitting on the stage. This all went down Wednesday night, and I guess he started feeling dizzy, lightheaded. After he did Dancing on the Ceiling, he went and sat at the piano and did 3 Times a Lady, hoping to bring him down a little bit and get his bearings.
Okay.
But after that, after he finished 3 Times a Lady, which he finished it, he suddenly took an unexpected intermission, went off stage, and then a short time later, his saxophonist, Dino, came out to tell everybody the show was indeed not going on.
Was he in the hospital all night long?
All night.
All night.
All night long.
Or is he truly going to be okay?
I don't know. I'm looking for an update. I don't have any updates, but This happened Wednesday night. Here we are. Thursday. It's just happened. So no updates yet.
Look, I love me some Lionel. We're talking 10 deep when it comes to songs. Ballerina Girl, come on now.
Yeah, it's very scary stuff because we definitely love us some Lionel Richie.
Love him. He was a big part of We Are the World. People don't realize how much he was involved in that. Not only that, he was hosting this, I think it was the Grammys, the night where they were taking all of the artists from the Grammys into a studio to record We Are the World.
That documentary on Netflix about that night is such a good documentary. You see just how much of that happened because of Lionel Richie.
They said Bob Dylan, he was real kind of shy. And the only reason why he wasn't shy was because Stevie Wonder started to help sing in Bob Dylan's voice and gave him confidence.
Aww.
Yeah, it was really cool.
That's
Ray
cool.
Charles, Billy Joel playing piano together.
Beautiful. She's talking, and I am here for it. Do you know the name Sophie Brousseau?
Don't know if I do.
Sophie Brousseau. She is a very sexy former French porn star and curvy in all the right places. Very delicious. She is Drake's baby mama. If you see Drake with that gorgeous little child with them blonde ringlets, that's the kid he had with Sophie Brousseau. And I guess she's still out talking about how she bagged Drake and said online, I never wanted Drake. I just wanted a child. And now she makes $700,000 a month in child support. And she says, I'm married to a guy I love. It wasn't Drake. Damn.
Wow.
$700,000 a month is what she gets from having Drake's baby. Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, and that's just, kind of crazy. These guys got to realize there are women that are out there that are just looking to try to get you to impregnate them so they can get $700,000 a month.
It worked.
And it doesn't feel that great. For $700,000.
I don't know. Have you ever been with Sophie Brousseau? She looks pretty amazing.
I'm sure she is. $700,000 a month. I'll be all right.
And finally here, the big beaver reigns supreme. I think we can all agree that the best gas station, road stop, whatever you want to call it, is Buc-ee's.
It's got the heat right now.
Until you experience Dolly's. That is the only thing I think that could come up against a Buc-ee's in Tennessee and take down the beaver. Dolly Parton has just opened her Tennessee travel stop in Cornersville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And you can bet this is going to be bigger than Buc-ee's.
If I was her people, I'd say let's get a Dolly sandwich or a Dolly sub, a Dolly deli, if you shall.
Should be big old meatballs.
Yes. Dolly Parton. Oh, Dolly Parton.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
She loves a little wordplay, too, and she's coming right after that beaver.
I'm sure some of you wondering why I wanted a truck stop. Well, I couldn't leave it to beavers.
Couldn't leave it to beavers. So here we go. We got the boobs versus the beavers now. That's officially it. It's a truck stop war.
I'm only talking about America. That's the kind of fights we like.
I went to Dolly Parton's Dollywood last Christmas, and let me just tell you, it was one of the best customer experiences I have ever had in my life. That theme park is run right. If she runs her gas station like she runs a theme park, she is going to clean that beaver's clock.
Look, I went to the beaver's place too myself. Don't you worry. And I dressed as a beaver. They thought I worked there until they came up real close and realized that beaver looks shady.
And he's drunk.
Yeah, that's true.
Shady beaver.
That's what's going on in your dirt.
There is a makeup or breakup that is going viral here today. This guy named Max Birch. He took this woman to a fancy New York City restaurant, and he says she ordered the surf and turf with caviar.
Oh, damn. That is going to be expensive. In New York City?
In New York City. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Does he say how much?
Total bill $220.
Okay.
Oh, that must be beluga.
The meal comes, and she just picks it a little bit and is like, okay, I'm done. And so she just kind of sits there, and he's like, do you want that? She's like, no, I'm good. I've had enough. And he's like, okay. He's like, hey, can you box that up? I'm going to take that home. He says when he did that, she looked horrified, said, that is so insane. And then he's like, well, do you want to go home? You want to ride? She's like, no, I am okay. I will get myself home. And then she left. And that was
Wait, she didn't want the leftovers?
Nope. And she thought it was crazy that he would take her food home.
Bye, girl.
Yeah,
Exactly.
she did him a favor. She sucks. Next.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
It almost feels like she was just like pulling a test. That was her test. Like, are you okay with dropping $220 on a meal that a girl barely touches, and then you'll just let it sit because that just doesn't faze you? You're not going to take somebody else's food because she did pick through it, so somebody else had been eating off of it.
Who cares? Life is so short. Why you get all mad about someone taking? You're not going to even eat it. If I'm not going to eat my food, you're more than welcome to have it. I got no qualms with that.
There would never be a day when Jbird wouldn't want to take his food, though.
Yeah.
You love your doggy bag.
I do.
And I respect a man that loves a doggy bag. He doesn't want to waste money on a surf and turf. What the hell is this girl thinking? She's too much.
And I'd never order a surf and turf either.
Oh, I would. A surf and turf with caviar? That sounds amazing.
But
Yeah,
why
you're going to actually eat it.
But
You bet.
Yeah.
why you gotta get so offended about every little thing? It's such a small thing to be offended about.
I think there are certain cities where it's nearly impossible to date because nobody there is reasonable whatsoever. New York City and Manhattan, especially probably downtown in that area, that's probably tough to do because you got a lot of money in that area and people are looking for it. Miami, I read all the little blogs and people are like, it is impossible to date in this city. Everybody is just so superficial and it's just terrible. Like you can't connect with anybody. There's no real relationship material in this city.
It also depends on where you're going. I mean, I think a lot of times when people talk about Miami, you automatically think South Beach, Miami by the water, the pool, influencer world. There's parts of Miami you can meet certain people that you would like, but don't go to the bars and the clubs because you're going to find nothing but shallowness.
Yeah,
there.
You got to go to the regular people places.
Exactly.
I think what you're talking about is people who are in Manhattan, like I'd said, and then people who are in Brickell. I think in those little pockets of the world, it is impossible to date. You almost just have to tell yourself, be like, while I live here in this pocket, I don't even want to date because I'm not going to find anybody normal.
It's too cool for the room. And there are parts of the world like that where everyone's just, oh my gosh, look at me. I'm an influencer. I've got 11 people following me on Snapchat. I'm an influencer.
I'd say most people were probably like that. So it went viral today because I think anybody else outside of those kind of pockets see how ridiculous that would be. Inside those pockets, that's probably normal behavior, which is why when you go in one of those pockets, you're like, this world is crazy.
Did he show her face?
No, there wasn't anything like that. I think he was just kind of, recapping
Got
at least what from last.
Well, you're sitting down with somebody who they want caviar. You're dealing with somebody on a high-end level anyway. This is not your typical down-to-earth kind of person.
But you can like caviar and also like being a good human.
No, you can, but it's painting a picture, and the picture is correct.
I think some people in those little pockets, that's why it's tough. They put out purposeful tests like this to see if they would do the big baller thing, which is you would let a girl order that, have that kind of bill, and then leave the food on the table and walk away from it.
That bill is not that high for a New York surf and turf with caviar.
Right.
Oh, I'd love
It's really not.
Yeah, it's true.
What did he get? A plain bowl of pasta?
He got a biscuit.
I'll take a crouton.
Got a biscuit.
Yeah.
He got a half a side salad.
Believe me, that's happened to me before where the date ordered way too much money and I knew my budget. And I'm like, oh, she got a T-bone steak. Yeah, I will take the children's spaghetti bowl.
Yeah, right.
Is it 12 and under?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I swear I'm 11.
Cut me a deal.
So that's why on this email we have here, I think sometimes you got to consider the mindsets that happen. And she actually is anticipating things to go south because apparently her boyfriend has gotten a massive promotion at his job. And she said, look, I know how hard he worked for it. I'm proud of him. But ever since it's happened now, I'm watching everything in his life kind of leveling up. He's going for a better version. He's got a new apartment that's pretty sweet. He's going to nicer restaurants. He's got a whole new crowd of work friends that are now really kind of becoming the people that he hangs out with all the time, his new circle of friends. I mean, I'm talking about people that have LinkedIn profiles that they actually update. And she said, I get it. He's worked very hard. He deserves it. But I'm starting to feel like I am the only thing in his life that hasn't been upgraded yet. You know, all of his friends now, they've got girls that are, you know, either influencers, super pretty. They have jobs where they're making a ton of money. They've got something like that. And she's just a regular gal. And so she's getting very insecure about her situation in this circle. She said, look, he's not being mean or distant, but there is this vibe. I almost feel like maybe I'm a placeholder and I can't tell if it's in my own head or if this is what's really happening. So I'm just wondering, should I bring this up because I'm afraid I'd look super insecure, or do I just wait and see if I get traded in just like everything else that he's upgrading in his life?
Well, he hasn't upgraded you yet. Sometimes it's normal when someone gets more money and a promotion, they get nicer things. It happens. If he's not treating you any different, I'd hold the brakes. You don't want to create problems and there's no problems. Now, if he starts treating you different, we bring it up.
Yeah, I wouldn't bring it up. I would just maybe, like, in your own little small ways, make sure you're leveling up with his new social circle. You know, make sure that you care about, you know, making the relationship work, doing your part, still dating him, not, you know, laying up in the relationship, because if he gets other options and he has more money and he wants to level up, and then he looks at you and he's like, wow, she's really slacking off in the loving me department.
And just on a side note, I'm not trying to come off like a hater. I'm not trying to be a jerk or an old fogey. But the term influencer is really running thin with me. I'm an influencer. There's so many people who call influencer as kind of, to me, got a negative term now to it. When people call themselves influencer, a lot of people go, ugh. You don't see that a little bit?
I mean, it just depends on what level you are. Who's the influencer?
Well, it's just people claim once they say they're an influencer, it's almost as if I am better than everybody. And that's not always the case on stuff. It's kind of a thing where you're flexing to be a better person and you're acting like you're a better person. And maybe I'm the only one that sees it that way.
I think for this girl, her question is she sees everything leveling up. And so should she preemptively leave? Now, I think Anna's got a good take on this. You're getting inside of your own head, and it is good for you to notice that he seems to be upgrading stuff. So you want to always upgrade yourself.
Of course. Get on the level wherever he's going. And it's not about like, oh, you have to not be yourself. Don't you want to level up in life too?
Yeah, and that's all it should be, is you just want to say, hey, look, he's doing great things. I should want to do the same thing. He should be an inspiration for me.
Yes.
For me to level up. You could do the exact same thing.
We match, we evolve, we get better. And if he's running and dressing and taking care of himself and leveling up ways, you can do those things too.
Yeah, and 45% of people are already saying she should preemptively leave. And I think that's where it gets crazy. But that shows you how many people can see something like this and they get so insecure so fast, and then they sabotage something that's actually going great.
You need to not bring it up.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with you. If you bring it up, you're going to point something out to him that he may have not even noticed.
Right, yeah.
You let him bring you along for the level up ride.
Right.
You don't immediately show him that you feel like you don't belong and you need to be traded in. Girl, somebody needs to slap some sense into you.
No, I think she just needs to have a realization that you're probably better than you might think. Maybe you're around for a reason. Continue to work on yourself and you should be fine. Get out of your own head.
And keep doing all those things to level up with him.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you are wondering to know what you need to do in your relationship, should you make up, should you break up, send us that email, mail@kvjshow.com. We're going to see if you can think like a majority of the KVJ show here in Majority Rule. We're going to be throwing out some topics here. We'll see if the answers can match up with the majority of the votes. Got myself, Virginia, Jbird, and producer Denny's. Trying to see how we can connect or not here today. First thing I'm throwing out to you guys, tell me a breakfast restaurant chain. I usually start with one. We'll see if anybody goes against the grain. I choose not to. I'm going to go with Denny's. Virginia?
I choose Denny's because we love him.
Jbird?
Yeah, like a dummy. I did Denny's.
Okay.
I did as well.
I was going to say, if you didn't do Denny's and everybody else did, that'd be so bizarre. Okay.
I must went with a little IHOB, but I thought, don't get too cute too soon.
Do that next time.
But it's the play. If somebody else went with you, you could kill everybody else from getting a point.
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
and that's why this game is just a mind freak.
It is. It is.
I was going to say
I was
something
like,
else.
don't do it. Stop.
Yes.
Okay, next, give me a Major League Baseball team outside of South Florida. You can't pick the Miami Marlins, and you'd be looking for the team name. Like Marlins is what I'm looking for here. Virginia, who are you going to say?
Jbird's favorite, only talking about the Yankees.
Jbird?
I actually put the New York Yankees because I thought someone's going to troll me.
How funny. Denny's.
I put the Astros.
And I put the Yankees because I thought Virginia was going to troll Jbird.
So
We've been working together too long.
And we really have. I'm like, she's going to totally troll Jbird and go with the Yankees, and I'm going to have to go Yankees.
I knew you were going to write Yankees.
You knew it.
Because you wanted to say, forget about it.
Forget about it.
Okay, interesting the psychology of this so far. So everybody but Denny's gets a point.
Damn, Denny's.
I should have thought the Yankees.
Next one, we're going to go with the type of soup. Give me a type of soup. What do we got here, Bird? You get to start us off on this one. Tell us the type of soup.
I've been diagnosed as mental because I'm down with that lentil.
Denny's.
I also put lentil.
Okay. I went basic old chicken noodle. Virginia.
I was hoping Denny's would go, the soup that he shared with me. Miso.
Oh, yes.
Me so wrong.
Me so wrong.
I just knew Bird was going to put lentil.
Yeah.
And you get a point because of it.
Yes.
That
Damn it.
Puts Jbird in the lead and ties Denny's with myself and Virginia at 2. That was a big point right there.
Oh, my
I
gosh.
have never won this game. Not once.
You've never won.
He's got to bring it home now, Big Daddy.
You're in the lead.
Bring it home. I love when you call me Big Daddy. It's working for me.
Let's go with a toy from the 1990s next.
90s.
90s.
1990s. Give me a toy big in the 1990s. Denny's.
So it's tricky. I think it's a 90s toy exclusively. Stretch Armstrong.
No, it's not. It was actually popular in the 70s as well.
Wow, you look so dumb right now.
Yeah, why don't you reboot?
Wait, I'm still thinking. Don't say anything. 90s. 90s.
90s. The 1990s.
Power Rangers.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Okay. Denny's going to go Power Rangers. I'm going to go Tamagotchi.
Oh, that's a good one.
Virginia.
I blew it. I went 80s. I put Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, you did blow it. I went 80s into the 90s because they had a very good run. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
I was in a half shell. Turtle Power.
Okay, no point on that one then for anybody. Give me a Disney's side character. A Disney side character. For instance, you can't say Nemo or Bambi or, Pinocchio or something like that because those are all the leads. It'd be somebody that is supporting cast from a Disney production.
So, okay.
Yep. You have a question?
I do, but it's going to derail so many things of the show.
And it's going to be dumb.
Virginia, can you just let me talk? Yeah, Kevin's going to be dumb.
Okay. I went with Scar, Lion King. Virginia.
I mean, I went with the best sidekick of Disney ever, Minnie Mouse.
Jbird.
You are a superstar because I put Scar.
Knew he would.
My favorite Disney character.
I knew he would do that. Denny's.
I went more of a side. I went Sebastian the Crab.
Oh, I love Sebastian.
I thought you were going to put Sebastian.
Down under the sea.
Under the sea.
Down under the sea.
Under the sea.
Everything's better when you are wetter. Take it from me.
It's not when you are wetter. It's down where it's wetter. Stop making
You've been watching adult Disney.
Disney dirty.
I did Sebastian the Crabs.
Gosh. Sebastian has crabs.
Oh my God.
Sebastian went NC-17.
Yeah, totally different. Okay. I get a point. Jbird gets a point. Jbird gets a win.
Wow.
4-3. I get second. Virginia and Denny's tied for third.
Put this in the history book.
Wow.
I just got one question. Where my birdies at? Quack, quack.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Jbird with the dub.
Whoa. Wow.
Very, very, very impressive.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, last night you had a big World Cup game at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens as that Tartan army from Scotland invaded, taking on the Brazilians, and the army was not enough. Maybe the fans were, but not the team. They lost 3-0. But the good news is it doesn't sound like anyone was abducted by aliens last night, which was predicted by a Brazilian psychic, Vo Bahiana, who has 23 million Instagram followers. That's why I got a little bit of traction. She was saying that a giant UFO mothership would appear over the stadium and abduct players and thousands of fans. That did not happen. So the whole thing was just dumb and stupid.
A lie.
Didn't happen.
Somebody just trying to get more clicks and shares.
Even I knew this is a bunch of horse crap.
Right, wasn't going to fly. And apparently she had actually made her bunk prognostication off of a bunk Bulgarian mystic's prognostication, Baba Vanga, that had said this before her death, at least according to some of her followers, but that never happened. She believed that humanity's first contact with extraterrestrials would be during a major sporting event. That's how it took a little bit of life. And then the Brazilian took it over and said, okay, I got something I'm going to do with it.
They know they're not going to do baseball because they don't get that big of an attendance. Like, what's the point?
World Cup would be something.
I don't even think we can get 70,000 people there or
Yeah.
7,000 people there.
It's 700.
Or whatever. You know what I mean.
Well, there's a senior JP Morgan Chase executive, 40-year-old Angie Baez, that lost her job after a video went viral of her stealing a limited edition New York Knicks-themed public trash can during the Teens NBA Championship Parade in New York City. You've probably seen the video of her taking the trash, dumping it out on the street, and then walking away.
Stealing the trash can, the commemorative Knicks-colored trash can. But girl, you work for a company like that's massive. They're gonna figure out who you are and dox you.
And listen to everything about her job. She served as the executive director of community and industry engagement for card and connected commerce. You're like, huh? She made some cash. Anywhere from $250 to $350K is what she was making.
What? She threw it all away for a trash can.
Yeah, because they said she's no longer employed, saying that move reflected poorly on the company and that is not our values. She held diversity, equity, and inclusion leadership roles at several companies and co-founded a queer and BIPOC-owned talent agency before that. So I don't know if she's going to make that kind of money in her next venture, but that could have cost her some serious money because you'd think if you settle out at JP Morgan Chase, you probably want to try to keep that gig.
Oh my gosh, you want to stay under the radar?
Yeah.
You're making $250,000 to $350,000 a year?
Yep.
Girl, be chill.
Right.
What the hell were you thinking?
Yeah, well.
It got away from her.
Yeah,
a lot of those Knicks fans, I bet you it got away from them.
Yeah, they got caught up in it, I guess. Now, Hungarian authorities have arrested a 30-year-old hospital orderly in Budapest. They discovered he had been storing human body parts at his home and workplace. He was seizing skulls, a complete lower leg, a hand, facial skin reconstructed into a human face, and bones stored in a suitcase.
What the hell?
They then found a heart preserved in a jar. And during questioning, he admitted to collecting the remains from abandoned cemeteries in Slovakia and Hungary through his hospital job, he also confessed to preparing and eating human body parts.
Oh my gosh, this guy is creepy.
This is Armie Hammer we're talking about?
Wow.
Isn't there a song called Jar of Hearts? He literally had a jar of hearts.
Yes, he did.
Wow.
They said he has a passion for anatomy and animal dissection.
Okay, but we got to stop short of like taking these parts and then having them in your home.
Whoa.
Bruh.
How about that, huh?
There's a lot of weird people out there.
He may have done worse that they haven't uncovered yet.
Maybe.
He's creepy.
Keep looking on that dude.
He is creepy, y'all.
Check underneath the new paved whatever he has in his backyard.
Amen.
Well, something else that has a taste for flesh, sharks. Sadly, a 12-year-old boy got bit by a shark in the Exumas in the Bahamas on Tuesdays. He's in stable condition. They haven't detailed the extent of the injuries. But, yeah, I mean, it can happen. The Bahamas has recorded 29 confirmed unprovoked attacks since they started keeping records. That puts them 9th worldwide. So, you know, Florida's number 1, so they don't have it as bad in the Bahamas as we do here on this coast. But, yeah, wish the best to that kid. And heads up, boy, it seems like there's a lot of shark activity has been going on. I keep seeing a lot of clips. They're in shallower waters right now trying to get some food, and so they don't typically have you on the menu, but if you get too close to when they're trying to feed.
Yeah, I'm going to not wear my T-bone steak shorts in the water. I was thinking about doing it, but I thought it was a bad idea.
If you're hungry enough, you'll eat anything.
It's true.
Sharks would love my T-bone steak shorts.
They would love your ass cheek.
I think they would just love my skin.
It's delicious. 39-year-old Christina Teresa Renee was arrested after police say a shoplifting investigation led to the discovery of drugs.
Oh.
She was ripping off the Bath & Body Works there in Miami, and when they got her to the holding cell, they were able to come up with a bag of cocaine that she had placed in her velvet purse.
Okay.
Look, as long as the sharks aren't getting the cocaine, we're good.
For her next trick, she then removed a pipe with suspected cocaine residue.
Oh.
It's not mine.
It's kind of like a magic hat, and then all of a sudden all these scarves start coming out, and then a rabbit.
A rabbit?
Yeah.
A full rabbit?
Wait for my next trick.
I guarantee she says, I swear it's not mine.
And then after the amazing show, she kicked an officer in the knee.
Okay. Yeah,
okay, guaranteeing a body cam footage video.
She's a squirrely one, y'all.
Oof. An ex-con, 43-year-old Roy McIntosh, attacked a Subway employee in Wildwood, Florida because his bread was stale.
Well,
you know what? I've been doing some research, and I have found Taco Bell is #1 for fights going down.
Okay.
Subway, believe it or not, is in your top 5.
Okay.
I have seen, especially old fogies, jump over the counter because they're not getting enough meatballs on their sub.
I do get it about stale bread, though.
Yeah, he thought he'd done it on purpose.
Yes.
So he came up and clocked him in the face.
Did he do it on purpose?
That they don't say in the story.
That's what happens a lot of times in these kind of little altercations. It's usually some young kid behind the scene. The old fogey is giving him lip, and the young kid doesn't want to deal with it.
I'll use yesterday's bread.
Oh, it's like, you want 9 meatballs? Well, you're getting 4. And then the old guy loses his mind.
The old guy's just retaliating, but he was provoked.
Oh, yeah.
And then at a Taco Bell in Maryland, 30-year-old Ashley Andrews got upset that her food was taking too long, and then it challenged the employees to meet her outside. Catch me outside.
Look at that. Taco Bell and Subway.
But she meant it because she then lifted her shirt and did that move where she had a handgun tucked into her waistband.
Oh, yeah. You can't do that.
Yeah.
They frown upon that.
Yeah, that's a threat.
You're going to go to taco jail.
She was arrested, charged with assault, reckless endangerment, disorderly conduct, and handgun-related offenses, and maybe the worst part, she's been banned for life from Taco Bell.
I think people get so mad. They really do. They see red, and they forget cameras are everywhere.
And they forget themselves.
Yes, emotion takes over so bad.
Something else is going on in your life, and you're at your wit's end, and you're giving this Taco Bell the heat that you should actually be giving your ex-husband.
Someone like that, would anger management really do wonders, or are they so far gone?
No, I don't know.
To where you like your show would.
Person.
Yeah, I just wonder if that anger management does help when someone's that is he?
I think anybody can be helped because there's a lot of people out here that are pushed to their limit by whatever situation that they're in, and a little therapy would help perspective.
They may not have the coping skills.
They don't have the coping skills, and they're going to show Taco Bell their gun instead of going outside and taking a walk around the building and cooling
Because
off.
look, if you're hungry and you want 4 burritos and you're not getting your 4 burritos, you feel slighted, and you're taking that hard.
And then the cash register is like getting a little lippy with you.
Yeah.
I can see how it can spiral out of control quick.
84-year-old Edward Bolds is suing Waffle House after he tripped over an allegedly abnormally high curb and fell face first outside of the Bartow location there of the Waffle House. Now, apparently what happened was the chain's limited time strawberry shortcake waffle advertisement really grabbed his attention in the window, and he wasn't paying attention. His toe caught the curb.
Strawberry waffle sounds amazing.
Are you sure it wasn't a curb and it was just a body that someone else punched out earlier in the night and just passed out?
That could happen.
Yeah, they say that it was not marked correctly. That is his claim. And now he says he suffered a torn rotator cuff, a broken nose, and other lasting injuries.
And they'll probably pay him.
Oh, he's trying to take down the Waffle House.
Just to make it go away, they'll probably pay him.
He's looking for $300K.
Oh, maybe not that much.
Yes, Waffle House. They may actually fight that one. Be like, "Hey, you got $300K? We're Waffle House, man.
They don't have $300K.
They'll make that in a year."
Have you seen our profit margins?
I mean, their lemonade, I think, is under $1.
Like, what are we talking about here, man? Could Ghislaine Maxwell be getting herself out of prison? How sick would you be if she did? I guess when you're desperate, you'll throw up any kind of Hail Mary, and they say she's about ready to throw a new one. She's asking a federal judge to overturn her 2021 sex trafficking conviction, arguing that recently released documents from the Epstein Files Transparency Act reveal constitutional and legal violations that made her trial unfair. She claims the newly released files show prosecutors worked improperly with attorneys representing Jeffrey Epstein's accusers and failed to conduct a thorough investigation before charging her. Her filing argues that these alleged due process violations make her conviction invalid, unsafe, and infirm, whatever that means. Federal prosecutors strongly reject the claims, calling them untimely and meritless, and arguing that Maxwell has presented no evidence that her trial or conviction was unfair. It's been now 5 years. Can you believe that she was convicted for helping Jeffrey Epstein? She's got that 20-year prison sentence she's riding, so you got 15 more.
And there's a lot of people that think that whoever's in prison right now is actually a Ghislaine Maxwell body double.
Yeah, I've seen that as well. They've done that where they've tried to break down, just like they have with the Jeffrey Epstein. They think both these people are off somewhere else on another island together, I guess.
I would just say this to you. Look at the nose. It's not the same nose.
You're buying it, huh?
I love a conspiracy theory, maybe too much.
Are you believing the Palm Beach Pete that he's really Jeffrey Epstein?
Kinda.
Oh, geez. Wow, you're in on all of it then, huh? Do you think she has any chance of getting out of prison?
I hope not.
I know. How sick to your stomach would you be if she just walks out and is like, yep, hey.
I hope they keep her body double locked up forever.
Right. The body double's like, gosh, I'd really like to get out. This is terrible. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see. Just know she's throwing up that Hail Mary. We'll see if it lands or not.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
I had never heard that there was a hidden chamber under one of the memorials in Washington, D.C. How has it been this long and we're just now finding out that there is a hidden chamber under the Lincoln Memorial that has been around since they opened this thing up in 1922?
I'm sure it's got artifacts down there, but, I mean, let's be honest, it's probably aliens.
It's pretty amazing what it sounds like. It is a 15,000 square foot underground chamber.
What?
They call it the Lincoln Memorial Undercroft. And starting this week, visitors will be able to explore it for the very first time. I mean,
wow.
What takes you 104 years to open this thing up?
What's been in there?
Yeah, they're going to open it up, but first they're going to clean some stuff out first before they let the public in there.
They say it's simply just sat unused since it opened in 1922. They say it looks almost like a giant underground mall. There's 122 massive concrete pillars that support it. And they're going to have all kinds of interactive exhibits. They'll have original copies of the Emancipation Proclamation and the 13th Amendment that was signed by Abraham Lincoln himself.
Wow.
Plus, they'll have construction tools and even graffiti that was left behind by workers who built the memorial itself in the 1920s.
You might see Nicolas Cage there because isn't he a part of all these hidden messages?
That'd be something. He'd be a perfect person to open it.
He would.
National Treasure style.
When you walk up, it's like the amusement parks. You have those flat screen TVs, and he's the one doing the guided tour.
But before he starts to talk, he gets attacked by bees. Bees!
That'd be a nice twist. Be a nice twist. Let him, really show his acting abilities. They say it is free to visit with reservations. So if you're going to be heading to D.C., just know you need to put this on the list, the Lincoln Memorial Undercroft, to see all those things. That's wild, isn't it?
I love an Undercroft.
Everybody should have an Undercroft. I want an Undercroft. It's pretty amazing. What you got on your mind today, Bird?
Well, we'll be doing our Weird and Whatever podcast tonight on the KVJ YouTube page. We have a little bit of a time shift. Not everyone can make it, but if not everyone can make it, we're still going to be doing it, talking about all kind of paranormal things, aliens, Virginia, spiritualism, just all of the fixings of the universe. You got anything you want us to cover?
I do. I love the underbelly of the
Undercroft. Yeah.
Undercroft. Like,
I can't do that. Kevin's already covered it. I'd be a hack. Sorry.
Anything creepy?
We would definitely be talking about creepy stuff. We always end up. It always ends to murder somehow. Eventually, with the weird. There's always at least a 10-minute murder segment. But yeah, we cover it all on there, and we'd love to have you. And we're trying a new backdrop where I am at. Usually there's a curtain there.
Okay.
I have done a home decor design. You can see it on our Instagram or our YouTube right now. It's not completely done. I'm hoping to get it finished before the broadcast tonight. It may look terrible. It may not. Give me some grace. I'm still just kind of working with it. Trying to get all that taken care of. I think you'll like it, Virginia. It's nothing but action figures in the background.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know how much I love toys.
She said, yeah.
We call that a panty dropper.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
I am struggling trying to navigate here in Florida what's going on currently in Texas with my mom.
Okay.
So I told you she's got a rodent problem.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We didn't realize how bad it was. Mm-hmm. She had hired this rodent removal exterminator company, but they only trap. They don't clean up. So in the house, there were some rodents that died, and they my mom and the cleaning team quit because they said we don't touch rodents. So my mom and her husband had to clean those up. Nobody ever even went in the attic where there was apparently a rat rave going on. They love attics. They chewed through the insulation. They chewed through wires. They've chewed through all kind of stuff. And now there's a bunch of dead ones up there because some of them ate the, poison and brought it up there and died. Okay. So now all it is just chaos up in the attic with a bunch of dead rats. We got a quote. The first quote was $13,000 to clean up the rats and seal the space.
I did not have any idea that it could get that high.
Oh, dude.
13,500, I think. Something like that. That was the quote.
Wow.
Anytime you got something desperate and they know that you need to get it done, they will jack up the price because they know you have no other option.
And they've already paid the guy that killed the rats. But when they paid him, I guess they didn't read the contract that said, we don't clean up dead rats. We just kill them. Then it's your problem.
Fine print.
So is that the going rate? I feel like I could hire somebody in Florida and fly them out there for cheaper than that. $13,000?
You gotta go first class. You're dealing with rats. Come on, be cool.
So you think with them shipping their equipment and flying and everything, you could actually do it cheaper?
I don't know. I feel like somebody is once again trying to fleece my mom, who just this week we had to tear up a contract that she had signed for double the life insurance that she does not need.
Yeah.
And also she's trying to get another equity line of credit against her house that's already paid for when we've begged her for years not to do this.
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
She is out of control.
You said, though, your brother found a phone that might actually help some of the, scam calls because she cannot resist picking up the phone when these scammers call her.
She can't resist. She likes to pick up the phone and then pretty quickly give them her social security number. Loves doing that. It's what she does. So, yeah, this phone, if you have an elderly parent who is naughty like we do, this phone is called the Raz phone, R-A-Z. And it's for elderly. It's specifically for naughty elderly parents.
Am I the only one that thinks when someone calls someone naughty, it means like they're being, that naughty little kitty? What are they doing? Walking the
I'm saying naughty because I don't want to say what I really think, which is curse words and just going off on how stupid. And we've had this conversation. Like, what are you doing? Her brain won't allow her to stop making financial decisions. She just keeps thinking it's a good idea. And we've gone over this so many times, but it's like that part of her brain does just not compute anymore.
Yeah, that's a tough thing you got to do. Prepare for what your parents might do. They'll definitely make decisions that will shock you. And it's usually not very financially giving. Like my dad invested in a bar and he got nothing out of it.
And he's not a drinker.
He does not drink alcohol.
Do not play the band a rat round and around. That kind of gets him going. Trust me.
Brings him in, huh?
Yes. Round and round. Oh, that would be terrible.
Well, if anybody knows about what you're looking at, a full house extermination, how many square feet about?
I would say maybe 1,400.
Okay, so smaller house. Then.
Yeah, it's not a big, huge house.
Okay. All right. Well, if anybody knows about a full rat infestation extermination.
One story.
Yeah.
It's just the attic now that we're dealing with. I think we've killed most of the rats, but I'm sure there's some scragglers hanging on.
Usually is, Virginia. There usually is. Do you have a trick for getting out of a speeding ticket? I really don't. I just go with the old being respectful. And I will tell you every now and then they'll get a warning or they'll be like, all right, cool it, slow down, something like that. But I don't have anything at all that is a gimmick or a trick other than just being respectful and polite.
Yes, respectful and polite goes a long way. That helped me a couple of times. Falling on the sword. And just being kind and just being like, I am so sorry. I messed up. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah. Once you had a police officer pull a gun on you when you get pulled over, you kind of really mind your P's and Q's.
What were you doing?
I honestly didn't realize. I dropped my wallet and it was underneath. So I went as he was walking up.
You reached under your seat?
Well, I was 16 years old. I didn't know what I was doing. And I picked it up. And as I wasn't like shuffling around. The guy, it was an overstep, believe me, because you could tell he felt bad after. I had my window down and I was like, hello, officer. And he had his gun pulled and said, don't you ever reach for anything in a car when a police officer pulls you over. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I apologize. He walked back for about 5 minutes, came back a completely different person. He was all calm. He's like, sorry about all that. Here's your license. Have a good day.
Because he might have been involved in a traffic stop where somebody reached under their seat and shot at him.
Yeah.
He's probably got some PTSD.
Yes. Well, guess what? So do I. Yeah.
When you get pulled over.
Yeah, I know. Don't reach
Put your hands on the wheel.
I know.
Don't take them off.
I know.
Put every window down.
I was 16.
Turn the lights on in your
16.
car.
She's got to run through the whole thing.
Well, it's
16.
not for you. I'm talking to everybody listening.
They know. They get it.
Just in case they don't. Sometimes it is a great refresher. When you get pulled over, leave your hands on the wheel, put down all the windows. If it's nighttime, turn the lights on in the car and let them know that you are there to cooperate.
Yes, said the best driver on the show.
I'm not getting no guns pulled on me.
I was 16 years old, okay?
Well, I thought everybody knew, don't reach under the seat.
Well, I thought everyone knew not to run over a mailbox.
Do you know who the Diana Rossini is?
Yes.
Okay.
She was the one that was hooking up with the coach of the Patriots.
Yes. So she has very good inroads with not only the head coach of the Patriots, who it looks like she was having an affair with, and I still don't know if she bore his child that has his name. I don't know. I haven't heard an update on that.
She named a baby after him. I think it's his baby.
Yeah, we'll see. Who knows? But she did reveal what she used to do to get out of traffic tickets. And I guess if you got the context, it's an interesting way to use it.
I got pulled over again 2 weeks ago.
Really? Texting and driving?
I was texting and driving because this coaching cycle is ridiculous and relentless and exhausting, and you can't drive 2 feet to get a cup of coffee without something happening.
Right.
And so the officer pulled me over. I've gotten pulled over twice in a month, actually. The first time Joey was screaming in the back, he opens the window and he goes, "You got enough problems, go." And he let me go because he felt so bad for the ridiculousness.
He saw your kid.
Okay, so the second time, I don't want to say too much of this, but I'm not going to say the team or the coach.
Okay.
But the police officer pulls up and I said, "Listen, Sean McDermott just got fired. I am in the middle of this right now. I know you don't care as a police officer, but I feel like I need to let you know this." And he said, "Well, I'm not a Bills fan." I'm like, "Oh, you're Jets, so this is good news for you, right?" Like, he said, "No." And so he names the team. I go, "Oh, I love that team." I go, "Do you want to talk to the coach? You should talk to the coach." I FaceTime the head coach. Head coach is in his office. He's like, "What's up?"
Oh my!
I go, "I just got pulled over and I just wanted you to meet my friend, Officer Joe." And the head coach played all into it. And he's like, "How you doing?" He's like,
God.
"You should let her go.
Yes.
She's a good citizen." You know, officer's just like, "What is happening right now?"
I wonder how often that happens. You know what's pretty insane is that she was able to just call the head coach of an NFL team. She has no ticket. Tiger Woods calls the president of the United States. Ticket, going to court, subpoena records, all that good stuff.
I mean, if the body cam would have got out before she said the story, it would have made her look bad. But because she's telling the story and she's not naming the coach.
Right. Interesting tactic, though. I'm wondering how many people feel like they've got the person they can call. And how annoying would that be? Imagine if you're, Rick Bradshaw or somebody like that. You know, you're a law enforcement officer with a lot of power. You're a chief of police or you run PBSO. How many times do you have people that are calling you like, "Yeah, one of your officers just pulled me over. I need to get out of this ticket"?
It happens a lot, and you see this a lot on body cam, where someone will get pulled over, and they will use the line, "Do you know what you're doing, and do you know who I am? Do you really want to see your career go this way?"
Right.
There was one guy, he was some kind of city councilman. He's like, I think he was Australian. He's like, "Do you really want to go down this way?" It was a female cop. He goes, "Go ahead. Go write me a ticket and we'll see how this goes for you." And she was so professional. She goes, "Sir, I'm just writing you a ticket. I'm treating you like I would treat anybody else." And I loved it. He was such a pompous ass.
Good for her. Yeah, good for her for doing that. And I'm just wondering if you are this way. I mean, you think about, for us, we always have people like, "Hey, can you give me concert tickets?" You know, so I imagine there's a lot of professions that have that. How often, if you have some kind of polar power or perceived polar power, are you getting those annoying calls? And it's usually not even the people closest to you. It's that person who you've met one time at a party and you stupidly gave them your phone number and they're using that favor even though they don't have any equity with you.
Let me go on record right now. I cannot get tickets to anything, not even our own events where we're on stage. I have zero pull. I can't get any tickets. People ask me for tickets all the time. I go, guys, I can buy you a movie ticket.
I'm wondering how often cops deal with either ridiculous excuses or them trying to call somebody to be like, hold on real quick. I got to get somebody on the phone. I'll get out of this.
The worst is when it's a drunk, attractive girl. She's pulled over. She's not cooperating at all. And she's pulled over in Palm Beach County, Florida. And she'll go, my uncle is a sheriff in Illinois. And let me just tell you, he's really tight with the warden in Philadelphia. I'm like, lady, it ain't going to work out for free here in Florida.
Listening to that audio of her,
Yeah.
did it pop in your head at all that, oh, wait, maybe Mike Vrabel wasn't the only coach she was hooking up with? Because if a coach is going to just take her call, I mean, yeah, I know she's a reporter and they're close, and I'm sure she's written stories, but it sounded in that moment like she wanted to protect that coach. Is he not the only one that she was hooking up with?
I don't think you know necessarily on that.
I mean, are you shocked if there's more than one?
No, but
what, you just made the one decision with the one coach?
I'm dying to know who that other coach was and how close were they?
Yeah, I'm just curious who else has done this other than this Diana Rossini, who's called in to try to get that traffic ticket or tried to pull a rank like that.
Is that a recent clip? Is that her?
No, I think everything she has is it's pre this Vrabel stuff. So because she used to always be on, and so now people are just going back through any usable clip on any story she's ever told. They're just building a narrative, and I don't think it's fair. And I hate that they're doing this because they're just trying to make her look like the worst person on planet Earth, and that's not my goal here. I'm just trying to talk about. That's interesting that you use the power of knowing NFL coaches to get out of a ticket.
Oh, people do all that crap constantly.
One text we got says, now all officers have body cams and you can't do any of that stuff anymore. It got rid of those kind of pulling favors during a traffic stop to get out of it because it had come back on the officer and they're like, sorry, I'm being watched. They'll review. I can't do this stuff.
Okay.
That's interesting. You think about that kind of stuff where technology has kept you from doing any. We've had many different things that we can't do in our job anymore because things have changed, or there's technologies, or there's rules, laws, things like that become more evident.
Cameras, lawyers.
Right. Take away all the fun, don't they?
They take all the fun out of the pranks we used to be able to do around the KVJ show.
Yeah, a lot of people were speculating, too. They think that I was actually probably Mike Vrabel she did because Sean McDermott, the Bills coach, had gotten fired at the end of the season. I think he was still there because I think it's an older clip, but yeah, she didn't say who it was, but maybe that was her only go-to was Mike Vrabel.
And by the way, Sean McDermott shouldn't have been fired, but that's just a side note.
Yeah, your husband, the Bills fan?
They loved him.
Yeah.
They were heartbroken.
I liked him. He was a real nice guy.
Yeah, he's a very solid dude. How's your husband feel about the new stadium? Is he excited about it? Because some people say it looks like a bedpan.
I haven't asked him.
Okay.
You know what? I'll ask him. I'll ask him to do a little dissertation on it for you.
Mm-hmm. Quick little shout out to Jim Kelly. He was a Miami Hurricane back in the day. He's 66, just an amazing individual. He suffered a stroke 6 weeks ago.
Damn.
And he has been battling through that. And God bless him, because he was fighting oral cancer that had surgery and chemo that he was going through, all kinds of health problems. So, our best goes out to him.
That sucks.
He was just down here. Panda got to meet him at like one of those card shows.
Yeah.
Him and Rocco went down there and they met him, and Panda told him ahead of time, he's like, Rocco, look, this is the one thing you got to do. Jim Kelly loves a firm handshake. So when you go to shake his hand, with your little baby hand, squeeze it as hard as you can and you'll impress him. And sure enough, Rocco did. Rocco squeezed his hand when he shook Jim Kelly's hand. Jim Kelly's like, oh, get over here. Let's get a picture together. This guy's got a great handshake. Like, he made a big deal about Rocco's handshake.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh my gosh, Jim Kelly would squish my hand. He's like, why does this feel like plasma?
Yeah, he said he's looking forward to this upcoming season to go to games at the Electric Bedpan with his grandson. So, yeah.
That's very sweet.
I hope they make some great memories. So best to him. I know it's been a little bit of a concern with some people when it comes to rideshare driving, because there have been some horrific stories out there that have happened of people being sexually assaulted by their driver. In fact, it kind of jumped out because there was a story that had just happened here in the last week or so in Miami.
Drivers behind bars after being accused of sexually battering a woman who says that she was drugged during a night out. Detectives say the victim told them that she had blacked out after leaving a nightclub and then woke up later in the hospital with injuries that led her to believe that she had been sexually assaulted. Deputies say surveillance video shows 42-year-old Yusel Perez carrying a woman to an apartment where he lived. Perez was arrested last week. Now, Uber, they gave us a statement that reads in part, quote, while the driver was not using Uber at the time of the incident, we are deeply disturbed by this report and have banned him from the platform. Uber takes the safety of our community seriously, and we stand ready to assist law enforcement with their investigation.
Just doesn't seem like they've gotten on top of that yet. In fact, some shareholders inside of Uber have filed a derivative lawsuit against the board, accusing directors and the CEO of a culture of noncompliance. They claim that oversight failures exposed investors to massive liabilities from thousands of sexual assault lawsuits and federal disability consumer probes. They say they ignored internal and external warnings to prioritize growth, which that would be the negligent part.
Yeah, they keep people on the driver's list even if they've got complaints for sexual assault.
They looked at driver sexual misconduct, disabled customers facing service refusals, and consumers trapped in deceptive Uber One subscription billing. Those are all complaints against the company, and they want executives and directors to personally compensate the company, return certain compensation, and implement stronger governance reform. So these investors, like, we gave you all this money as a steward to make, and you're just being negligent.
Yes.
These stories continue to happen. Like you said, that is a relatively within the last week story that came out of South Florida. And unfortunately, we've heard stories from individual people that have said, yeah, I've had my own issues with rideshare drivers.
They need to be held accountable.
I don't know exactly what the whole solution is. I mean, you have to really obviously have great background checks and make sure you have quality drivers. And there's so many people, I'm sure, that seems like everybody who is having a hard time finding a job, they always just say, I'm driving rideshare. Seems like the go-to default, I need a little bit of money. So I can only imagine the amount of people that are rushing into one of these rideshare companies, and they're probably saying, you know, it's pretty expensive to do a background check to that level.
Yeah, they're not doing background checks.
Well, and that's the whole thing. What are they not doing any at all? Are they doing the laziest background checks? And
it's lawless. I have had Ubers show up to pick me up, and it's not even the person that's supposed to be picking me up.
Dude, I had the one guy, it was late at night, he was growling, and he was snarling, and he was farting the entire ride. That guy was not vetted.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how you find and vet those people out. I don't know what they do, but apparently some people there that are investors are feeling like they're not doing enough. So they say that they ignore important facts and everything is based on misleading false narratives.
Who would have thought getting into a stranger's car going great distances would have been dangerous?
I would tell anybody listening, just like I tell my daughter, we don't ever take a ride share alone. We don't ever take a ride share alone at night. There has to be at least 3 of you at night. Like, you can't do it as a woman. It's too dangerous.
Yeah. Do you know your friends? Are they still comfortable after dark taking a rideshare by themselves?
I don't think anybody that I know would take a rideshare at night by themselves. I mean, I guess in an emergency situation, but it's so scary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just curious, if you do that, what do you do that makes you feel a little bit more secure? Is it calling a friend saying, hey, I'm in the car, here's where I'm going, if you don't hear from me in 15 minutes?
Yeah, make that call as you're getting in the car. Let the driver hear you talking to a man saying, yeah, I'm coming right there, honey. I'm sharing my location with you. Mm-hmm.
And even on the other end, there's cases where thank goodness the Uber driver had a video camera. The person in the car didn't know. There's been a few women that have lied and said, if you don't go this way, I'm going to tell everyone that you hurt me and everyone's going to believe me, blah, blah, blah. And the whole thing is on camera. Them lying about how an assault was going to happen that never did. So cameras are just good to have in general if you're doing any kind of business.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And to be fair, in this story, the driver was off duty at the time, but I think it just brings up a question of you have people that have the potential to sexually assault somebody that are driving your vehicles on duty or not.
And it said in the story she believes she was drugged at the club. This sounds like a whole orchestrated event. Somebody in the club drugs her, and then he's waiting outside with the car. They put her in the car, and he drives her back to his place.
Does it even matter? Sometimes there's people who just troll looking for drunk women walking down the street. That's how that one girl, she got in the wrong car, and it was nobody she knew. he wasn't in cahoots with anybody. He just noticed her stumbling. She pulled in, she opened the door, walked right in, and then there's a law based on her name.
Yeah, you got to be so careful. You got to go in packs. You just can't be alone in this world at night as a female. It just can't do it anymore.
Yeah, Uncle Marv said, I told my wife you need to share your location anytime you're doing a ride share with Life 360. So I need to be able to follow you the entire time and see where this car is moving and make sure it's moving the right way, in the right direction, at the right pace.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I asked the question on KVJ TV on YouTube. Ladies, do you feel completely safe in a ride share after dark? 83% said no. That's a pretty big number.
Yeah, that's a real big number.
Obviously something that the rideshare companies are going to have to address, of course, after Uber's done with their lawsuit from their investors. Somebody said, this is why we choose the bear.
Yeah, that's exactly why. Excellent point to end on.
That's why we choose the bear. All right, we got more KVJ. This is going to be coming up on the after the show, and you can watch it live on many digital platforms, including YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. Get on demand, too, on YouTube and Spotify, Bird, if you would. Wrap us up right now with your thought for the day.
Men are monsters. Choose the bear. No, I'm just kidding. Just
Team
kidding.
Bear.
Just kidding. Just having some fun. The underdog doesn't win by having fewer obstacles. They win because obstacles become teachers instead of excuses.
Oh, that's good.
Got something to say? Get our 97.9 WRMF app, and under feedback, send us audio. Have your voice heard on the KVJ Show.